getting your career started because let's be honest, you are not here to learn the skills as much as you are here because of your underlying anxiety about not getting a job despite your age. Right. So this course, it is gonna be hands-on. It is gonna be highly industry oriented. What that means is we are gonna learn the topics which you will be needed to do at your workplace. Okay. Now, without further ado, let's understand why cybersecurity is even a good choice for, as a career. Recently, due to, majorly COVID and digital India, we have seen a lot of, cyber attacks. In fact, there has been almost a 400% surge in cyber attacks. And I'm not just spitting words out here. You can actually, open a Google, browser at the other side of your screen and confirm whatever I'm spitting here, right? So this surge means, the hackers or, the threat actors are also working in the, pretty hard, as well as the people who are defending against these hackers are also working pretty hard, which implies that somehow despite the defenders working very hard, the crime is still happening, the data breaches are still happening, which ultimately makes the company push a lot of money into recruitment for talent, which can, satisfy the compliance of the government. Let me explain this, sir. All right. So whenever a breach happens, that leads to a lot of scrutiny. Scrutiny leads to lot of high-level meetings in the company, which leads to a lot of funding being released, which ultimately means for you a lot more available jobs. And you can confirm that right now by just going to LinkedIn and searching there cybersecurity in the job section. And you will see, jobs as fresh as 11 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago. Why? Because the industry is never satisfied. There are more and more and more and more needs, okay? And we are going to take full advantage of that for you, for your career. We are also going to focus on using and learning AI here specifically to enhance our cybersecurity course or our cybersecurity skill set. But why do we need that? Why do we need to use AI? Well, first of all, we all are lazy by default. Second of all, the hackers are using that, right? So when your enemy or when your adversary is using some sort of enhancement, you also need to use it, right? In fact, most of the tools, especially in SOC, they by default, come with AI, ML, DL, you name it, it comes with that technology inbuilt, right? So, of course, you need to learn a little bit of AI implementation and security as well, and I will make sure that by the end of this course, you feel like it is child's play, which it is, by the way. Now let's talk about the market opportunity, right? Like I talked about this has been surge, I made a hypothesis on that. But the actual, value, the actual money. Now the thing is, due to the global shortage, which is estimated around 3.5 million jobs, along with the recent surge leading to, a 25% growth in the demand, we can safely see at the current salary paid for a CEH is around 6 to 15 lakhs. And in a year, one can expect it up to maybe 18 lakh also. And if you are an expert in AI security, then you can expect a lot of money somewhere around 30-35 lakh per annum. And I am playing low ball here, which means I have seen people, go get a package for even higher, my own students. All right. Now this course, it is entirely CEH focused. The basis is CEH only. The only additional things that we have added here is the AI innovation. We are going to focus mostly and only on the labs here, not theory at all, right? Apart from this lecture, this particular 1 hour, you're not gonna see much of PPT either. You're gonna just hear my voice, so get used to that. And you're gonna look at my screen while I perform different, tools, while I perform different tactics, techniques, procedures to hack. or to defend, right? The syllabus is corporate grade, which means you are already, coming out more skilled than an intern. And we are gonna also the labs that I said, these labs are built upon the actual real life case studies. Okay, so that you are overall tamed, armored, and prepared to get the job. Now, why us? What is the name of your company, by the way, Priya? Okay, yeah, Hackers University. So why Hacker University? Well, the Hacker University has delivered more than 100 trainings globally, not just locally, for cybersecurity uh, in global academic institutions. The instructors, especially me, we have a lot of red teaming and SOC experience. Moreover, the company itself has a lot of partnerships with hiring vendors as well as startups, which means even more access for you to get the job. The curriculum is strictly updated and aligned to 2025, 2026 threats. Okay, so it means it is highly up to date. Okay, now let's talk about career paths also in the cybersecurity and where do this course leads you. So typically there are five type of career paths as we can see. There is SOC path right here. There is offensive cybersecurity path. There is cloud path. There is threat hunting path. And then there is the niche part. That is your AI powered security, SCADA, and all that. These are niches. So the easiest one is SOC, right? Because SOC is always needed. Okay. Then there is offensive cybersecurity actors. This is for those people who seek, rush in their life like me. Then there is cloud. Now, cloud in itself is a technology, as we all know. It can be, cloud defensive, cloud SOC, cloud penetration testing. So everything, all of these, but in cloud. Then there is cyber threat intelligence. It is more of something, you can say as a virtual snitch, because literally your job is to, find out about different threat actors, about their groups, get into their groups, listen to the chatter, figure out their moves, and report it. Now, the let's talk also, the job placement here. This course also will focus on that in a very different way, multi-pronged way. We will support you via direct placements. We will also support you with project guidance. I personally will help you with your optimization of resume and LinkedIn. Moreover, during the classes itself, I will ask you certain questions which will be in reality certain mock interview questions. And after the end of the lectures, you will be doing certain mock interviews so that you are ready for the actual interview. And also, we will refer you into corporate client pool. Okay. Now, certain top companies that I see hiring, which you can confirm by the way on LinkedIn, are Deloitte, EY, PwC, KPMG. These are the top four. They're IT giants. You will always find jobs by TCS and all that. Moreover, let's say some guys here don't want to work for, any company. They just don't like working for anyone. Well, no issues, man. You can start doing bug bounty hunting. You can do freelance pen testing. There is no foundation here. This is the narcissist, dream job. All right. Now, like I said, the course is designed ultimately in a very career-oriented manner. All right. So now let me tell you about the course curriculum here. So we are going to focus on a couple of things. We are going to focus on vulnerability analysis, system hacking and malware. Here we will learn tools like Metasploit. We will also focus on social engineering and sniffing, where I will tell you a lot of fun things, especially manipulation, human behavior. We will also talk about session hijacking, where we will use tools like Evilgenix, MITM tools, couple of things. We will also focus on a bit of IoT, cloud, and cryptography hacking. Okay, like we will use tools like Hashcat, S3 bucket tools, Git leaks. We will also focus on firewall evasion, right? So, and also, of course, web attacks, because after all, who don't want to hack their own college website, right? It'll, as I already said, always hands-on. The labs will include a lot of things. We will focus on cloud misconfigurations. In case, you all have the equipment available at your site for Wi-Fi cracking, we will also do certain Wi-Fi cracking labs. For website, we can always go for .pk websites because let's be honest, no one really gives a damn about them if you hack them. Or you can, be more ethical and practice on practice labs. And we will also do these tools like I already said, Burp Suite, Metasploit, and even Wireshark. All right. Now, before I continue speaking and boring you, I want to know, do you have any queries so far, Priya? Priya, hello.
Yes?
Priya ji, yeah, any doubts so far?
No, no, no doubts. You can proceed.
Because, it is simple demo, I believe. So far, whatever demo. All right. On which I'm gonna demonstrate. On this machine, I'm gonna demonstrate exploit working, right? So the IP address is important for us to know in order to contact the machine, right? Because I cannot tell my attacking system, the attacking OS, which is Kali Linux, that I want you to attack that machine. My operating system do not know the meaning of that machine, right? So we need an address. The address here is the IP address, as we can see, inet addr 192.168.122.136, which is the IPv4 address. I'm gonna confirm if the network connectivity is available between my this particular machine and the other machine by simply using a command called ping. Okay, 192.168.122.136. And as you can see, pings are coming, which means the devices belong in the same network. Now I'm just gonna go to a browser here, all right? And I'm gonna go here and I will just, you know, go to the IP address of this particular, you know, HTTP 192.168.122.136. Yeah. So as we can see here, we have couple of vulnerable machines running here. Software is running here, one of which is Mutility, which I'm going to use to demonstrate an attack vector here, which is called XSS, which stands for cross-site scripting. All right. So we are going to go here and we are going to go to the top 10, OWASP top 10. And in here, we will go to reflected first order. Right now, it is telling me that we have five different options available to do that. Okay, so let's select any one of them. All right, the first one maybe. Now it is saying, what would you like to do a DNS lookup on? So what is going on here is it is simply a input box, right? So it is just trying to emulate a normal looking website for us. So what I will do is I will enter a normal IP address here, which is 0.0.0.0, and I will click on lookup DNS, right? Now that was it mainly. So as we can see, certain commands indeed ran, correct? So what we will do is we will go here and at the current level. Yeah. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna say hello here to see if that is possible. So it did indeed, took results for hello, like it is being deflected, correct? So what I will do is I'm gonna try to say alert here, and is it working? Okay, so it is saying results for alert. Good enough. So what we will do is I'm just gonna reload that page once, and I'm gonna start by doing a typical payload for XSS, which is alert script alert anything here, say a then script, and I'm just gonna copy this thing in case I have to run this again. Now let's run it and see what happens. So as we can see, the exploit has, easily worked here, right? It is saying A, which is exactly what I wanted to say. So let's say, so Priya, what does this thing say here? Can you read it for me? Priya?
It's not visible actually.
Well, you need to pinch out because I cannot zoom out on this thing. Right.
It says demo is over.
Exactly. Right. And why did this thing happen? Basically, whatever I'm writing here, that is being running. If I say hacked by Obama, it will say hacked by Obama. All right. So that was the point here. That was the funda here. That is the exploit called reflected excesses. Any questions?
No, Mr. Dipanshu.
The demo, anything else you want me to do for the demo here? Maddie?